Anyway, let's talk about some shows that we watched over the week.
I was trying to get you to break. Didn't work.
Let's talk about She-Hulk.
Yeah.
The Retreat.
I don't know.
Episode 7.
I saw that some Marvel fans, and again, you can't call yourself Marvel fans if you're
Where the
not
fuck is
enjoying
Daredevil,
this
dude?
show. Yeah.
Where the fuck? Where is he, Tyler?
I read an article that said Marvel fans are disappointed by the boring episode. Hey, man. I don't know about you, but I've been reading comic books since like the 70s, man. And the fact that El Aguila and fucking Manbull and Porcupine, I'm not that familiar with Saracen. I think I know what character they're referring to, but I'm not familiar as well. But all three of those other guys, man, some of the dumbest characters in comics.
Yeah.
Some of the funnest, like, deep.
I am not a matador. I am
such
a swashbuckler.
fucking deep fucking cuts, dude. And if you're a fan of the Marvel comics, like, you should love this stuff. You're like, oh no shit, fucking dude. Porcupine looks exactly like he does in the comics. It's awesome.
Well, it's like I said last week, and I think I've said it a couple weeks.
I'm
it's
hurting
like,
for a Yurton.
hurting for you. I'm hurting. I just think that people think this show is going to be more than what it was, and in interviews,
I may have been one of those people, but
Jessica Gao said in some of the interviews that like this is supposed to be a slice of life in the MCU. Like she's like, we've seen all of the stories with the like world-ending stuff, and it's like this was our opportunity to tell something more just everyday.
Right.
What's it like to live in this universe? And that's why I like it, and that's why it works for me. Now, and look, I could get it, man. You can be like, ooh, Daredevil. Mask, episode 5. There he is, episode 6. Oh, no, we're doing a wedding thing. Okay, well, fine, whatever. That's funny. Episode 7, we're getting Daredevil. Nothing. Well, what the fuck? Where's my Daredevil? And then I was not that guy, because I was also the guy who was like, it's She-Hulk show.
Yeah.
It's
also, it's fucking Manbull.
I guarantee you now, the biggest joke is going to be that he's going to pop up for like a few scenes. Like 10 minutes, and then just be done.
I would love it. I would love it if he like. Okay, so we saw in the trailer like he flips over and then he like stands up or whatever.
And then there's
another
scene which I would love like this guy,
if it was the last thing of the entire series. It was like the the stinger at the end of the credits. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's all.
She's walking to her car at night or something, and he's like, and he just comes out of nowhere and is like, we gotta talk. Dun, like, whoa, like, oh, so many fucks would be triggered, dude.
That's what it's gonna be now. I'm telling you.
What is going on now?
Telling you.
Good. Somebody I know. Somebody I know
is shitting in my pants.
Somebody shitting in my pants.
I thought it was, it could be considered a slower episode, but I think it was a big character developing episode.
First of all, it's
coming to terms.
Yes, and what have we been talking about this entire time? About the show and what the driving force behind it is. It is the exact opposite. Yeah, yes,
of learning to that She-Hulk is more liked, and like because
people like Bruce Banner, people don't like the Hulk, people don't like Jen Walters. They love She-Hulk.
She's the athletic, popular girl, and I get to turn into.
What have we been talking about every fucking week about this show?
I knew what this show was going to be about,
and that's why we like it, because we got it,
dude. Go back to last week, wedding. Every time she tries to just be Jen, she can't. Because then Titania shows up and wants to fight, and she's like, well, fuck, now I got to
Well, now we find out that Josh is a fucking asshole.
That prick.
Son of a bitch. You touching my Titana? Sorry, not mine. But ours. She's ours. We got her back.
Tatiana?
Yeah, most likely.
Oh. See, that's the problem with having an actress be Tatiana and then a character be Titania. It's very confusing. Yeah, no, I watched that. I thought it was funny.
I should say we got Jen Walters back.
I watched it with
because she's playing the character.
I watched it with Ashley, and I was like, what if? Because she had mentioned it to me. She's like, I think Eric might be a spy, and I was like, before we started watching it, I go, Eric's gonna be a spy. I feel like this could be. Yeah, I think you're right. And then sure enough, motherfucker, he's got her blood now. Now they're gonna try and make more Hulks.
I really liked how the Wrecker showed up. That makes a lot more sense because...
How did he get...
Well, first of all, he does get the crowbar from Enchantress in the comics.
Yeah.
I think I know Absorbing Man also gets. I'm not sure if it's Enchantress who gives him her powers. His powers. Oh, I got caught up on those damn pronouns
Damn it.
again. What is this
Damn
world coming to?
Remember when I could?
Remember I could just say him and her. Damn it,
Even though I still can.
man.
Bullshit.
Forget being embarrassed for a moment or two every couple of weeks. I want to make sure people. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox. What was I talking about?
Enchantress and the crowbar.
I really like how they kind of showed more of that in the episode so that I could see it again. Because I don't think I noticed that the first time.
Oh, and you know what else?
I heard her say Asgardian construction worker, which is a reference to Sigurd Jarlson. No, I heard her say that.
I know, but I also, we talked about that in the other episode.
Right. When we reviewed the episode,
Yeah.
it finally hit me because you kind of brought it to my attention like, oh, yeah, okay, shit.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it did happen.
but it's a reference to Sigurd Jarlson, which was one of Thor's nicknames when he was on Earth. He was a construction worker in New York.
Of course, that's because we had to make an alias for Thor.
That's a reference to the Asgardian construction.
By the way,
worker.
that's the best thing the movies have done. It's just been like, fuck it, he's Thor. Why do we even bother with the Donald Blake thing? He's Thor. Why did he?
To be honest, yeah, it would really clutter the fucking movies up because you'd have to have a different actor play
and then
Don
are they gonna
Blake.
do the stupid? I can't use Mjolnir because I've been Donald Blake for too long.
God,
That's
30.
stupid.
It's 30 seconds. It was
Yeah.
30 seconds in the comic
if
books.
if I'm within 30 seconds of the fucking hammer,
If I haven't touched the hammer in 30 seconds, I'm just Donald Blake again with a stick.
constantly just stroking Mjolnir. Like,
So
what are
wait
you
a second. So at 29 seconds, if you grab the stick, or if you grab, like at 31 seconds, if you
doing?
grab
You're fucked.
the
It's
stick,
over. No more. Thor.
hang on. No, that's not it. If you grab the stick at 31 seconds, because it's a stick now, and you're just Don Blake and you're in space, can you just tap it on something and become Thor again, and then just not let go of it again?
See,
You fucking idiot!
Ty-
Why did you let go of it?
Tyler.
Wrap it
Tyler,
around your wrist.
Tyler, you're literally proving how stupid the Donald Blake is.
Wrap it around your damn wrist.
I do appreciate in Ragnarok that he had the umbrella, like Donald Blake, but
yeah.
it wasn't. Donald.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah,
Anyway, excuse me.
Wow.
I really liked. I really did like the therapy session because it was really. It's so frustrating because so many people. And look, are there moments in this show that can come off preachy? I could see that.
Yes, we've talked about it. Yeah.
I think that's fair. However,
That's a fair criticism.
I think because some of them think it's so anti-man
Yeah.
that they don't realize how there are good men in this show.
Of
Pug
course.
is a great guy.
Yeah.
Not-
Emil
not-
Blonsky is a great guy. The guys in the therapy session
Yes,
are
that
great
was a really
guys.
nice moment. But that's what I mean. It's like she was like to see that that moment. It was like I can. It's the pretty girl. She's the athletic girl, and I can turn into her. And it's like, and again, it's such a cool idea to be like how it's so different than Hulk, where it's like she's so
And that's the way it's in the
insecure. She's
comics.
she's not. I'm not saying
Grifters.
I'm not saying she's insecure, but she she's like anybody else that has, self-confidence issues. And then boom, she can turn into this giant green superhero. And
Right.
Yeah.
Who everybody loves.
Right. And it was a really nice moment.
Here's, I
But
got to be honest.
Oh, the part when they chant delete it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Delete it.
With the part, okay, so obviously the intelligentsia thing has been going on for like a week or two now on the show.
Yeah.
And honestly, there was a part of me that was like they were trying to get her to be Jen Walters so then they could ambush her in the therapy session
Yeah.
and then, get her blood or whatever. I was worried about that for a second when I was watching the episode.
Yeah.
And then I paused it to see how much time was left. I'm like, there's not that much time.
I also wouldn't be surprised.
And I'm glad they didn't do that because that's a stupid twist.
I think the twist is going to be that Abomination's still a villain.
I'm sure that has something
Got
to
to
do
be
with
the
it.
final episode,
Right, but
She's
I
got
really
her and Daredevil fight
got-
Abomination.
No, I got to be honest. I really like Abomination the way he is now. Just chill, like, all right, man.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
all right, yeah.
I don't want to be in your Thunderbolts movie. I'm not doing it. I'm staying here in my resort. Tim Roth is great in this show. I love him so much.
I fucking love Tim Roth in general.
He's great in Reservoir Dogs. He's done other stuff, but that's the one I always remember because that's
Here's
the
a
one where he's
tip.
bleeding out on the floor, and it's
Did
like,
you-
shit, man.
Did you know that in the opening scene, Tarantino tells you who the snitch is?
I was too distracted by the foot. Because it's a Tarantino movie. There's got to be some gratuitous foot shot.
What? The first opening scene.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's about halfway through. I'm sorry. Anyway, do
you want to hear how?
Oh, I also find it really funny
Just walk by it.
that they're totally nonchalant about wrecking your car.
Right.
It happens. I'm sorry.
Apologize with money to my car.
Yeah.
That was
Apologize
funny.
with money. Also, was that a funny product placement joke?
Kind of.
You
I don't
hit
know.
my Prius Prime. Your Prius Prime is like they said. I feel like that was.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know if it was
You've seen those
intended.
cheesy car commercials
Yeah.
that MCU characters have been doing, so I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
That's a funny.
Fuck 'em.
Whoa, lordy! All right.
So I give the episode a 8 out of 10.
Eight She-Hulks
out of 10 She-Hulks, and the reason why I gave it an 8 instead of a 6 because.
Nothing. Don't worry. Sorry.
The reason why I gave it an 8 out of a 6 instead of a 6, I gave it an extra point because it wasn't the greatest episode, but I loved the deep cuts again. Loved how they actually talked about these are actual human beings wearing suits. And like, oh, maybe you should put it back on until you get it dry cleaned.
Oh yeah, he took his mask off.
Yeah, and it was,
Codependency.
dude, he looks exactly like the fucking comics. It was really
Also,
cool. Anyway,
I love that those two were codependent.
yeah.
And then when she said that, and when he did the codependency,
Mm.
and then there's like, all right, why don't you two split up? And he's like, you see what you did? Like,
I really just enjoy I really enjoy how pissed off like simpletons get. Like simple-minded people get over nothing. And they're so pissed off that Daredevil isn't showing up. Well, again, it's She-Hulk's show. They're so pissed off because it's anti-man. Well, there's plenty of redeemable and wonderful men characters written in the show, but because you are just hearing from some douchebag on YouTube what's wrong with it, you wouldn't know that.
Also, I like to point out that they don't actually in the show itself portray the doctor that she hooked up with as a bad guy.
No, in fact, no.
You could kind of read that when he left, but maybe he did. See, the thing is he's under the pretense that she doesn't know. He doesn't know that she can turn back, or she turns like he doesn't know the
thing
whole.
the thing that bugs me when I was watching
and
this
even
episode,
in the courtroom scene, he's not treated as a bad guy.
no, but the thing that bugs me about this episode more than anything is that I totally get where she's coming from when she's waiting for the text. Like, I totally fucking get it, right? Even though Josh turns out to be an asshole anyway because he's,
It's
whatever.
a relatable thing. Everybody's been there.
But before we know that, right, it's like, okay, yeah, like, what the fuck? What did I do wrong? What, you're spinning out, right? I totally get that, but I just know that there's fucking assholes out there who are like, oh, well, that's what you get for sleeping. You know what I mean?
Giving it up. Yeah. She's a whore. I didn't get that one.
And by the way, if you are a guy who will literally spend
fucking comedy.
But by the way, there's nothing illegal with being a guy and stringing a girl along to get her in bed, and then once you get her in bed, completely ghost her. There's nothing illegal about that.
It's just you're a bad dude.
You're just a shithead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a fucking dick.
It's not illegal.
No. But you are a
You just
dick,
shouldn't.
and you shouldn't be allowed to date any women in my family
It's
because
just-
I'll kill you. No,
Just
I'm
like
just
if
kidding.
you cheat on someone, it's not illegal, but
No.
you're still shitty.
But you're still a shitty human
Yeah.
being. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not illegal to go on YouTube and lie for money, but you're still a shitty human being.
Mm.
Is that too soon?
I'm gonna have to sneeze.
Yeah. You know what Jake's allergic to? Grift.
Bullshit. Oh,
Grift. Bullshit.
Bull grift.
Bull grift.
Nice.
I like how the breath in there.
Nice.
Think of the fucking comedy.
I hope that we get a comment on this one that's like, well, you guys just have to use sound drops from these guys to make your funny
And
stuff.
I say, you know who else does?
Mm,
Tiki Watiti.
duh.
Yeah.
I liked
so
it.
I don't know.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what else comes along. I'm excited to see what else comes along, and I've been very satisfied with the show so far. I think it hits all the notes of the character in the comics, all that.
Okay.
Big fan.
Let's have
still.
let's have a friendly wager. I bet that we will see.
If we're gonna bet, I want your house.
He's You're so cutthroat. I'm fucking going for it. I'll take the house.
You saw me at your bachelor party. All right, everybody, ante in 5 cents. I bet $1.50. Well, fuck. Looks like Tyler ruined the poker
I
game
said
again.
a friendly wager, man. Like
know.
meaning, like I gotta
know.
buy you.
I did ruin the
a
poker
s-
game at the bachelor party,
A
though.
6-pack of sodas or
Hey,
zingers or whatever.
I
you
think I
want.
got a pretty good hand. I'm going to ante in 10 cents. I'm going to go ahead and raise $5. Well, fucking thanks, Tyler.
Name one Little Debbie snack cake you would want, and that will be the wager.
Ooh. To be determined.
I'm talking.
TBD.
I'm talking Hostess. I'm talking
TBD,
Zebra.
because I'm not sure right now. You know, if I win,
Anyway.
it'll be, yes. What's
A-
the friendly
a-
wager?
You know what? We'll phrase it this way: a tasty treat. That's the wager. Our favorite Little Debbie snack cakes.
What?
I am betting
Yes.
that Daredevil will be in the last 2 episodes. Meaning, if he's only in the last episode, you get yourself some Little Debbies. What do you think?
Right. So you're saying he has
last
to be
2 episodes.
and
he has to show up in episode 8.
I will give you even an end credit stinger in the next
as
episode.
long as he shows up at all.
that counts in
All
the
right.
2. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right, that's the wager.
Because that's technically in the episode.
Yeah, technically.
So even if he doesn't show up till like the
And-
very end credit stinger. Oh yeah, right there.
Hold on.
I bet he doesn't show up until the end of the very last episode.
Let's be dramatic. Tyler and I, we have cut each other's hands,
I'll drink your blood.
and that is the deal. No, but
What?
blood sacrifice. Extending my hand. Tyler's
Why are we
extending
doing this?
his.
There's nobody seeing
I'm,
us.
I'm narrating. I'm doing play-by-play of it, so they understand that we are shaking hands. Gentlemen's
Don't
agreement.
touch me.
Little Debbie wager. Matt Murdock. Wait, is it Matt Murdock or Daredevil? Which? Because now we can get real
Fuck.
in the weeds on the bet, and we just pulled the
No,
draft.
no, no, no,
We
no.
got a DraftKings
no.
going here.
Yeah, no. This is the way it's gonna
It's
go.
just
Straight up. Matt
Charlie
Murdock
Cox has to be in the episode.
and or Daredevil. Sure, Matt Murdock and or Daredevil
either one
has to be.
has to be in the episode.
It has to have a presence, an on-screen
Has
presence
to be there.
in the last 2 episodes, both for you to win. And we will still count like
Hey.
an end credit stinger at the end of the next episode because that's still 2
and
episodes.
if he doesn't show up at all this next episode, you win.
I bet that he doesn't show up till the very end of the last episode, and then it leads into his show because they're filming that.
So
right
are
now.
you saying so
It doesn't lead into a show, but the next time we see him, we'll
well, I
be
don't
in
think
that
there's a
show.
specific. The speculation really is, or the real wager is episode 8. So if he doesn't show up in episode 8, you win.
I know.
So gentleman's agreement. Little Debbie's wager.
Little Debbie's
I said-
wager.
I said zebra cakes.
What?
Hostess.
What?
Oatmeal cream pie. Cosmic brownies.
What?
Ding dongs,
What?
ho hos,
What?
muffin sticks,
What?
Honey buns.
What?
little bunt cakes.
Think of the fucking comedy!
All right, let's talk about Andor.
No, I want to do that some more. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.